afternoon, probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Right to the air is Jackson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got the connection to Moore. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now a play fake here on first down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Eagles.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going up top.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
The Giants at 12-1 now to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. A gain of 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now Jackson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding a hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Yeah.
From the 16, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
The throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now McCaffrey off right tackle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
No, we changed it.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They go with the option. option on 4th down, left side. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the jet sweep, here comes more. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Eagles 28, Giants 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with